Today I am conducting a wheelchair simulation. Starting from my car onto the wheelchair, I was very nervous. I was scared that I would fall or that the wheelchair would move during the whole process, but I was able to hoist myself up using the car, and I turned my body to be able to sit on the wheelchair. Once on the chair, I took a second to adjust myself, and then I wheeled myself away from the car and closed the door. To get my feet on the footrest, I just grabbed my legs under the knee and placed them on the footrest. I had a general idea of how to use the wheelchair. I knew where to grab on the wheels to make myself move, so I started to wheel myself to the shopping center from the parking lot, and I was a little scared of the possibility of getting hit by a car. By the time we got to the curb ramp, my arms were pretty tired, so getting up the curb ramp involved using more force, but I got past it. I wheeled myself straight to the elevator. The buttons were at a level for me to reach easily, and then I prepared myself to enter the elevator backwards. Once the elevator did open and I started to wheel myself in, I got stuck because the elevator and the ground weren't leveled with each other. This is something that I wouldn't have noticed if I was just walking inside the elevator. Getting out of the elevator took some extra force as well. While on the second floor, I just wheeled myself around for a while, trying to get better at moving and turning on the wheelchair. While up here, I took time to reflect on the people we passed so far, which was about 4 people. Only one woman looked down at me as I passed her and smiled. The rest just glanced at me and kept moving. During the wheelchair simulation, we decided to make a stop at the CVS so that I can experience what shopping around would feel like in a wheelchair. Entering the CVS, we were greeted like any other customer. I strolled towards the makeup products and found myself at a little jewelry stop. I realized that while looking through the jewelry, one of the mirrors was unreachable for me. I wouldn't be able to see myself. And then another mirror that I found was too low. So that was a little difficult. As I continued through the aisles, I decided to try and reach for something at the top shelf, but I wasn't able to reach the item, meaning that someone in a wheelchair would not be able to fully shop independently at the CVS. Throughout the store, I continued to wheel myself around the aisles. I was able to manage pretty easily. I didn't bump into anything. But there was at one point a kind of a tight spot that I attempted to squeeze myself through, and I was able to. And I was able to look at the stuff on the shelf there. During the wheelchair simulation, one of the places I wanted to visit at the shopping center was the bakery. Being that the door to the bakery was manual, I attempted to open the door and enter the bakery on my own, but I didn't get the chance to because a customer from the bakery kindly rushed towards me to keep the door open so that I could enter. He was very kind and patient while I struggled to get through the door. While waiting to order at the bakery, I felt a little ignored. I tried my best to get the attention of an employee so that I could order, but it took a while. While waiting for our order, I felt like I was in the way. And I kept trying to maneuver around the small bakery so that I could get out of the way of all the rest of the customers. At the end of the stimulation, I gained a new perspective for those who use a wheelchair, mainly on how difficult it can be sometimes to get around.